guys, welcome to Binge.
Oh, bitch, where he talks
She talks
and we eat.
Guys, today do we have a special for you? This is something that
It's grand.
it is grand indeed. You've got everything under the sun. This is one of the places that does themed brunches every week.
Yeah, it's a different brunch every week, and today especially we've got the Himalayan brunch happening.
Guys, if you guys cannot hear us, or if you can hear us, give us a thumbs up if you can. If you cannot, please leave a comment below so we can take a look at that.
Okay, we've got the Himalayan brunch happening, and we've got food from all over: Korean, Japanese, Thai, Indian. Fusion. There is barbecue, there are salads, there are desserts, tiramisu. Oh my god, trust me, look at our table. We've got so much more coming. Firstly, it is a brunch, so you can't
have a
much
brunch without your drinks.
bubbly. So I've got a strawberry mimosa with strawberry jujubes curated by the chef here.
And I have the Bacardi.
Detoxtini.
Yeah, we have a Bacardi Detoxtini, which has got cucumber. It's got the goodness of vegetables and the evil bit that is. We have the good and the bad, so it's got the goodness of vegetables that energizes you, keeps it fresh, and we also have the devilish bit in it, which is the rum. So cheers. Oh wow!
This is how a brunch is supposed to be. Good music, good company. Well, I'm there for him.
Good music, good company, and the ambiance is phenomenal. It's so extravagant that words just do not compare or do not do justice to what we're experiencing today.
Absolutely. So we're at the 100th property of Marriott here. It is the 100th.
It is the 100th
It
property.
is the Sheraton Grand Whitefield, one of the largest venues in India, and it is absolutely gorgeous. So we were lucky enough to get a staycation here, and we couldn't be happier. We didn't need to go far away to experience all this goodness. We've got the goodness of, as I said, fusion food from all over. I'm super happy because I've got my sushi today and tiramisu.
You've got Japanese, Thai salads, salads to your heart's content, be it non-veg, vegetarian.
And we've got a fly. Sorry.
Yeah. We have a guest.
We have
an uninvited guest.
guest.
All right. So talking about the food, yes, like we said, we have an array of food. You have Japanese, Thai, Pan Asian. You have continental desserts of various kinds for people that love vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. The Sheraton Grand serves everything besides pork. They do not serve any pork products.
Yeah.
And their aspiration is to be one of the places or one of the properties that serves you the biggest brunch in Asia.
And it is easily
Asia, India,
accessible in Asia.
I think
Across
it's across Asia.
They've got some really good stuff, guys. We've got a lot of food here. There's lobster, there's tenderloin. There are very limited number of vegetables because we love our vegetables.
No,
eat
we
them
do.
during
I
the
actually
week,
did get vegetables as well.
but hence I said limited because most of it. If you look at our table, we've got like 80% non-veg, 10% veg, and 10% dessert because the entire counter of desserts out there is absolutely confusing. So
in terms of the amount of food, we've tried to fit in as much as we can get on the table. Guys, you have over 100 varieties of food.
sorry, correction. You have 150 to 175
I
varieties.
said over 100.
Yeah, but it was
Alright, so
like still far away from the.
oh, okay. My bad. Yes, you have about 150 to 170 varieties of food, maybe even more. But that is for you guys to come here and check it out for yourselves. Amazing cocktails, amazing staff, always being served with a smile on their face.
They're
You can go
so
to a
polite.
lot of five-star properties. Some of those properties do miss that extra bit of pizzazz.
Another thing that you forgot to mention is it's an environment where you've got a whole lot of people working together, so they can be in any department and they come forward. They are the second largest in terms of the number of rooms, and they've got 360 rooms here.
Wow.
Social distancing, sanitization, hygiene. So you've got the three things, which is SMS. Sanitization, definitely. Masks, everyone wears it. So do we, especially when we have to go pick up the food. But when we're at our table, we're eating, we have to take them off. And the last S is the social distancing. No one is sitting close by, everyone's far away from each other. The staff stand at a minimum distance of 6 feet to talk to you. Tables are very well
They're
spaced.
well spread apart. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a lovely food. We've got a lovely pool view. We've also got brilliant food. Trust me,
The
we're not
view,
complaining.
the view from
complaining
this
on
place
one.
is literally magical. It is. You've got the open air that is just behind me, and it's just amazing. You have so much of distance between the buildings. It is spaced out so well, and right in front of me you have the enclosure itself, which is the rooms, and it looks phenomenal, guys. If you guys have not come to the Sheraton Grand, the 100th property of the Marriott, you guys should come here. One of the biggest brunches that Asia has to offer, and you guys
The
would.
spread is madness.
This place will blow your socks off, literally.
It'll blow your mind. That's what he meant. Socks are just that. It'll take your socks off and it'll like blow your mind. Okay, anyways, we need
Moving
to
on to-
start. We need to tuck in from somewhere. We are not going to be doing the same food. We're going to be doing different things. So Sean gets to choose. I get to choose. I'm calling dibs on sushi.
I'm calling dibs on this dessert.
No,
Oh.
that's fine.
All right, guys. So we have an array of things. All right. So let's start with our Indian food.
I'm doing sushi, so he's going Indian, I'm going Japanese. There are no chopsticks here, so the next best thing are these chopsticks.
Mm. So, guys, what I had just now is the spicy fried potatoes. Crispy potatoes with good Indian spices. It's got a lot of chili in it. It's that woof in your mouth when it comes to the spice, but it's not too overpowering. It's rather subtle, and it's got that amazing crunch that you would have in a French fry, and the goodness of Indian masalas.
What did I have? I had their crab uramaki. What is an uramaki? It has the rice on the outside. It's got the nori on the inside. Crab sticks, cucumber, a little bit of egg, dipped in soya sauce. Oh my lord, I love sushi. I can eat this all day long. The taste is absolutely spot on. It is fresh. Make sure that your sushi is always fresh, because this is how it's supposed to be. Make sure you try the wasabi. The wasabi hits the back of your throat, but trust me, it's worth a try.
For the guys who don't know what wasabi is, do not take a blob and put it in your mouth.
Avinash Rao, if you're listening, never do that.
Alright, the reason why I'm saying that is no matter however far away you are from a building or from a wall, it just feels like your face hits the wall and comes back. That is the pungency of the wasabi. Talking about the uramaki itself, amazing rice textures in terms of the Japanese rice, the sticky rice with the vinegar, the Japanese vinegar, the sushi vinegar that is used.
Yeah.
You have the wasabi inside the uramaki as well.
You've got a light
The
bit of it.
crab,
it's not too much.
the cucumber, the taste itself, and with the fish eggs on the top. Wow, it's just explosions of the sea in your mouth is what I would call it.
If you've watched The Little Mermaid and if you've heard the song Under the Sea, doo, 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 under the sea, doo, 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 this is what it is, guys. We've got plates of seafood. We love seafood. We are always on a seafood diet. We see food, we eat it, and that's how it works with us. But there is so much here. Not forgetting the drinks curated. It's not what we asked for, but we told them, give us something that represents your hotel. We got 3 different drinks that represent their hotel. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm now having the baby corn. The spiced baby corn.
Okay, I've got vegetarian sushi. I've never, ever, ever, ever tried veg sushi before, but it's always a first, and here it goes. So I think I'm gonna do the maki. So the maki is basically sushi wrapped with nori on the outside, rice on the inside.
Guys, the baby corn itself, it wasn't too dry. It had that good earthy flavor of spices. This is a lot more subtle. Very well curated dish, which it's not too overpowering, but it's the simplicity of the dish which makes the baby corn stand out itself. It's a very earthy flavor with a bit of a chatpata chaat masala kind of chaat masala kind of a hint to it.
Okay.
It's got that ziggy note at the end.
Okay, so should we stick to Japanese or should we mix it up? Because we've got crab salad, we've got Korean toast. Okay, guys, photos are going to be up after our
Yeah,
review.
guys, a
Trust
lot of
me.
things here. The one thing I'm intrigued about.
Okay, so we've got this brand new Japanese thing. We've seen it on Travel and Living. We've seen how well they look like paniyarams. Basically, that's what they look like. They look like kuli paniyarams.
Yeah, for the guys who don't know what kuli paniyarams are, it's like fried idlis. But in this case, it's a different batter. It's a very light, airy batter.
And they are tossed. You have to toss them really fast with 2 little sticks because they have to be soft. They have to be filled. They look exactly like a paniyaram. They don't feel anything like it. They feel like clouds in your hand. But let's see how they taste in your mouth.
I'm intrigued with this as well. Guys, just at the touch, it's so light, it's so fluffy, it's so airy. It's a pocket filled. It's like air pockets filled with seafood. Oh wow.
Okay, we've got a fly that's going to be coming. Okay, guys, we're outside. There are going to be flies. It is an open place. There are plants. You are going to have flies around. But oh my god. Okay, this was an explosion of absolute goodness in your mouth. It had soy sauce. It was light. It was fluffy.
It had like a sticky sweet, like a toffee kind of a soy sauce, which complemented the dish. Like I said, guys, it's like biting into an air pocket, filled with the goodness of seafood. And while I'm doing that, Rebecca chose to cut me off the video.
Sorry, I was trying to show them what we have.
We still have so many things in terms of.
But since the fly was attacking it because of it being seafood, fresh
I'm
seafood.
going back to my Indian paneer. This is the paneer tikka, guys.
Okay, so everyone, I remember putting up a post and I got questions saying, why octopus? Guys, octopus it depends on your palate. If you like it, you enjoy it. If you don't, try it with an open mind, but don't end up saying, ooh, because it's food. Okay, so I've got a mixed seafood salad. When I said seafood salad, I meant seafood salad, only seafood. I doubt there's a salad here, but it looks good, it is fresh, and I can't wait.
Yes, you need to excuse us because we will be jumping up and down trying to get our food because it is a big table and we have a lot of food here on our table. I'm just gonna have a detox teeny.
Try the prawn. It's as fresh as fresh.
Using our fingers.
Okay guys, the things we've got on our plate. Prawns, fresh prawns. Sorry, I think there's a little shrimps. Sorry. squid, crunchy, fresh.
Guys, the prawn is at its most natural state with its own flavors that exudes the amazingness of the ocean. It's got that salty, subtle sweetness. It's got a hint of saltiness in the sea, and it's got that amazing subtle sweetness. And it's so succulent, so tender, so well cooked.
It's fresh. It's absolutely fresh.
It is really fresh. It's like just being in the middle of the ocean is what I would call it. Oh wow.
Okay, guys, this is a tentacle. We're gonna
Okay.
try. Yes, today is going to be a bit of an expensive one, but it's always once in a lifetime.
It's a once in a lifetime thing.
No,
You get
not lifetime.
no
sorry.
once in a. I mean, sorry.
Once
It's
in
a. It's something you would do
Few
when you
days.
just want to get out. You want to, for all the hard work that you've done, when you want to pamper yourself, when you want to relax, enjoy your meals, go the extra mile, have something extravagant. Or if you just want to take your other half on a good date where she doesn't have to, or he doesn't have to complain, where she or he doesn't have to complain. I was getting looks, guys, but that's how it is.
No, I was actually going to say, when there are times when you look at each other and say, so where are we going for lunch? And what do you want to eat? You say anything. He says anything. You can't pinpoint on what you actually want to eat. Come down here. You've got a variety of options. You've got a variety of flavors. You've got heavenly, fresh food. God, I'm in heaven. I'm absolutely in heaven.
Guys, I just had the crispy shrimp. It's like a ravioli. No, the one that I had.
Oh, the one that,
yeah.
okay.
It's a crispy shrimp, dry ravioli, if I may say. The texture of it is like biting into a prawn cracker. All right, like a very light prawn cracker, with the goodness of. Sorry, it was my apologies. It was crab. It was like biting into a crab cracker with the goodness of fresh crab meat. All right, and when I talk about cracker, I'm talking about a very light, crunchy texture on the outside and the goodness of prawns. So goodness of crab. This is crab all the way, and it's just an explosion. Crab meat, guys, is very sweet. Very juicy, very succulent meat in a layer of crab chip. If I may.
I just got roast duck on a papadum, or on a poppadom, which also happens to be your what are those puris called? You know, the flat ones.
Like a safe puri.
Like a safe puri, exactly. So basically the basis of the safe puri, and when you bite into it, it's got a very different taste. Because you've had safe puri, you've got the Indian flavors, yet when you put duck on it and taste it with duck, it is so different.
I think it's got a tamarind sauce on top as well.
It does have, and it's got a couple of seeds underneath. I think it is the sunflower seeds underneath.
I think it's chia seeds.
No, it also has the sunflower
okay.
seeds as well. So it's got a mix of both, and it is lovely. It is light. It is something that you could have more of, and that's exactly how it is.
Guys, what I had was a lamb. It was crispy lamb, all right, with Indian spices. It's given to you on a small skewer, like a toothpick skewer, whatever you'd like to call it.
A skewer.
A skewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a small skewer, and it's the goodness of crunchy, crispy. Goodness of it's okay. So you can taste the lamb. It's not too gamey. It's not too overpowering. It's got that. It's got a hint of gaminess to it, but it's just the crisp outer exterior that gives you all of those, the good crunch and the flavors of the lamb. It is something unique, first of its kind that I've tried, and it's packed with Indian flavors. I'm gonna move on. I think I've stuck to my Indian food.
We
for
are
a
gonna,
long time.
we've got barbecue, Sean. Barbecue, 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 yes. Okay, guys, so we've got barbecue lobster, barbecue tiger prawns, and a succulent, juicy piece of tenderloin.
This is something I
Who can
really
say
want
no
to
to that?
try. So while
What is
Rebecca
that?
digs into this, I've got a shredded beef ravioli.
Ooh la la.
All right, and it's got, I think it's got a bit of truffle on it. It's got the goodness of truffle, and it's just pulled beef. And
Okay, I want a
guys,
little bit of it, please. It looks amazing.
okay, I think I need. This is one of those things that you can get up and show you. Take a look at this, guys. It's a pulled beef ravioli. It's got that amazing batter. It's got olive oil. It's got a bit of truffle in it, grated truffle, and wow, I'm just gonna take it out first. I'm gonna take this out and cut into it so that we can see what it is filled with. Sorry guys, just mixing and matching a few things.
Okay, in the meantime, while he does that, I've tasted the tenderloin. I love my steak medium rare or rare. Cooked to perfection. It's got the perfect amount of pink on the inside. It's the whole tenderloin flavor. The flavors come through. Pepper, salt, slight oregano, and it is flavors that you cannot even imagine. If you're a steak person, you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you feel me right now.
Oh wow.
That piece of meat tastes like love. If you know what love tastes like, you definitely need, if you don't know what love tastes like, you definitely need to taste their beef. It is so different. It is so different.
Alright, so while she's digging into the, I really dig into this. And then I'll talk about the food itself. But this is a gin with a fresh gin and berry. This is a fresh gin and berry cocktail. It is very, very vibrant, colorful, and cheers. Do you want to say something? For the guys that haven't tried truffle, it is
Okay, guys.
something that is earthy,
Yeah.
something that is
You're
rich.
talking about the mushroom, right?
No, the truffle
Truffle,
that you
yeah.
have.
Okay, I.
All right,
Wow.
so just off the top, guys, it appeared to be slightly dry on the top
Yeah.
by appearance itself. The oil, the truffle, the grated truffle did have that. Did give it that extra bit of it. It gave it that decent, good looks. But in terms of the food itself, guys, when you bite into it, the beef is cooked to perfection. Pulled beef is always cooked to perfection, obviously. You guys might be saying pulled beef always is cooked to perfection. But when you mix that with the goodness of some creamy cheese, I think it was brie that was used in it.
Yeah.
Alright, so the goodness of pulled beef, the goodness of brie cheese, the earthiness of the truffles, the creaminess of the olive oil, all of that combined, the marriage of flavors, guys, is heavenly. It's a taste like none other. It was cheesy, creamy, earthy, beefy goodness that cannot be explained. Is what I would call that.
Okay, so I've managed to dig into the grilled lobster. Finally, Indian flavors. Ooh, that really packs a punch. The lobster is sweet. It is a lovely sweet meat. It is fresh lobster. It is coming through so nicely. it is tasty. It's got the coating of the masala, but when you get through to it, it's got the sweetness of the lobster that actually pulls through. I think we need to move on because I'm just going to continue eating. all
I'm
of
just
this.
gonna have this. I'm gonna have the
Okay.
the tiger prawns.
We actually forgot. We've got a baked bacon salad.
That's not a big bacon.
It
That's
is-
a crispy chicken.
No, that was a crispy chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, they don't make bacon here. They don't use this. So this is a crispy chicken. Oops. Sure.
Mm.
Oh wow. Okay, this is a soft flavor. You can taste. Trust me, they tricked me into thinking this was bacon. It looks like that.
So, guys, when they said that they do not serve bacon here, I had to double check on the dish myself because it looked so much like bacon that it confuses you. It's a dehydrated chicken which is cooked to a crisp consistency, if I may. It's like a chicken chip. Alright. But moving on to the grilled tiger prawns that I just had, guys. Mind you, this food has been here for a while because it took us a while to get things sorted out. But even through all of that, the flavors that these dishes exude is so good that even when it gets dry or when it gets cold, it still tastes as good. So it's something that you guys want in a brunch. I'm gonna have a bit of the chicken chip. This was something that I brought with Rebecca.
But it tasted nice. Okay, we've got the grills, which was part of the main course, which happened to be a lamb sausage, grilled fish, and
The beef sausage.
beef sausage. Sorry. So Sean picked that up. I'm just trying to guess. Oops. Beef sausage, grilled fish. Sorry, a little bit of chicken. We've got a cracker which has eggplant on it and is stuffed with like a potato mash. Am I right, or is that something else?
Come on.
Oh, too bad I don't eat eggplant. But I am gonna do the fish. It's like I told Sean I wanted to do the
That
fish.
what I had was sorry, just bear with me. Let me wash that down. Oh wow, that drink just keeps getting better. It is a detoxitini. It's really fresh flavors that come through with the dish itself, and it can keep you going all day. It's sweet, sour, the goodness of cucumber juice.
Yeah.
It's got carrots in it, and it's got Bacardi, and it's got a bit of sugar syrup. I hate the sugar syrup that is not too overpowering. Very refreshing drink, and it is amazing. It looks beautiful. It tastes even better. Guys, what I had from this jar, this airtight jar, was a shrimp salad, a shrimp cocktail salad. Again, the same shrimp cooked to perfection in its own juices. It's just cooked very simple. It's just simply water. It's blanched in water, which gives it that pink look, and that was cooked with a bit of vermicelli. This vermicelli was a bit different. It was cooked al dente. It was cooked al dente, so you had that bite in it.
Okay. Not many people know chef terminology.
Alright,
What is al dente?
When I say al dente, it's parboiled. It's not cooked throughout. It's cooked at, depending whether it's 80-90%, as all Italians do love their pastas not fully cooked. It has to be al dente, and that's how they like it. So this glass noodles was cooked to at least about 70%, 75% of its actual consistency, which gives it that extra crunch with the with the microgreens in it gives it that. I think it was a mustard green, which gave it that, um, or a rocket that gave it that kind of minty kind of a taste. Amazing flavors, very natural flavors that give out its own flavor. It's nothing is too overpowering and just amazing food.
What I had in the meantime while Sean did all the talking, I had baked fish with lemon
She
butter
had the
garlic
grouper,
sauce
guys.
and capers.
She groped my groper.
It sounded so bad. Please excuse him today. I think the detoxtini is working. Yes, I did have the groper. It was so nice. It is not your regular fish. It's not your everyday fish. It is massive. It's got a rubbery taste on the outside, but when you actually go in, it's soft. It's nice. It's fleshy, and it's not a sweet fish. It's not a sweet fish. It has a very neutral to salty taste of how it goes. It was very nice. Moving on, we also tried the beef sausage, and the beef sausages happened to be peppery, spicy, juicy. I think most of the food here has that, but the theme this time was Himalayas, the Himalayan region. So you've got the hilly region, you've got the food, you've got the alcohol. All in all,
wow.
It's been a fabulous brunch, but we've still got food to try, so we're not going to keep holding you back.
Alright, the beef sausage is called the snail sausage here today, guys. The simple fact is that
It looks like that.
it is cooked in a circular pattern. It is the
So
sausage
if you know
is
what
put into
concentric circles are, it's concentric circles
Yeah.
around and round. So it's similar, it's a spiral basically.
yeah.
It's cooked in a spiral, so it's round and round and round.
Hence
and
the
round
name
and round.
snail sausage. Good succulent beef pieces, beef chunks that are marinated with salt, pepper, a few spices that is not too overpowering. All that mixed together to a very good mint, and then put in a casing which is then cooked in the oven. Amazing flavors, juicy beef mince with the casing. A lovely sausage overall. The next thing I want to talk, which Rebecca is allergic to, is the is the aubergine, the eggplant, brinjal, however you may call it, with hummus and a cracker. Guys, that was the first time I had something like that, and the flavors it gave you would blow your mind. To be honest, it is a vegetarian dish. I know we are not much of vegetarians, but in this case, you got the salty cheesiness of the cracker itself. It is a cheese cracker, so it was good, salty, cheesy cracker filled with succulently cooked aubergine, which is cooked to perfection. It's not too creamy, nor is it too dry. It's not too crispy, nor is it too creamy. It's cooked to perfection, and that chickpea hummus that is there with the goodness of olive oil, that creamy hummus that gives it that rich flavor throughout. So you got earthy, rich, cheesy, salty goodness all in one, and that is something that you can. It is so well cooked.
Try that. So we've had the crab salad from the Asian restaurant. The tastes are fresh. You've got crab, you've got cucumber, you've got peppers, mixed in a light mayo, not a thick mayo, a very light mayo, topped off with roe and truffles, grated truffles. It is so refreshing. It is a party in your mouth. It is definitely a detoxifier here.
That has raw papaya as well.
That was the taste I couldn't get. It does have raw papaya, so it's basically a similar raw papaya salad with a hint of mayo, a hint of mustard,
the mustard mayo gives it a very nice creamy, um, sweet flavor. The raw papaya, always a good accompaniment for a salad. You cannot go wrong with a raw papaya salad. Um, the the freshness of the vegetable in this case, the fruit or the vegetable, call it what you may, at its raw form is 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 so earthy, not milky at all, but very very vibrant, crunchy, earthy kind of flavor that you get from the raw papaya itself. The mustard mayo, I'm not a big fan of mustard, but that with the mayo, the fact that it is a light mustard dressing with the mayo gives it that very nice, it gives it a very nice sweetness
Yeah.
with a bit of a slight bitterness to it.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you're still wondering where we are at the Sheraton Grand Whitefield, 5-star property, 5-star brunch. That is absolute star quality, absolutely. We feel like VIPs. Fabulous staycation. Something very, very different. You need to try it. Varieties of food with different themes every week. So last week they had Halloween. This week Himalayan. Next week you need to come down to check it out because we don't know what it is. Maybe you can tell us what it is. Sean still got the Korean salad, the Korean toast to taste. I've got my eyes on the tiramisu. It's not just any tiramisu, guys. It's a Black Forest tiramisu. Two things I absolutely love with chocolate.
Well, guys, I had this is the suma, the
Tom Sam. Sam Tom? Tom Sam?
some
Tom Sam.
no some Thai,
Som Tam.
some Thai.
Som Tam.
Alright, guys,
It's
basically
a Som
it is
Tam. Correct.
basically it is another raw papaya salad. But if you are going to give anyone a kiss, it is not something you would want to have. It is garlicky. It is spicy. It is even with the tomatoes. You got. I think they have the bird's eye. No, they have the. Oh, they have the Thai chili.
Tilapia chili.
The tilapia chili. Yes, the blue chili.
I think so.
Yeah. So they use they no, I think this is the Thai chili, Thai red chili.
They've got a Thai expat chef
Yes.
who is here, who's the resident chef now.
And the freshness of that chili gives it a big punch.
Yeah.
It's like it's the heat of the chili is only growing.
A big personality. Her food speaks millions. Her food represents her. Wow.
And that
packs
is
a punch.
that packs a punch, definitely. All right. The next one I'm gonna try is something that I want to try. It's the chicken pepperoni with arugula. I've never had. I've always had trouble pronouncing that word. Arugula.
Okay, you know what he's talking
Yeah.
about. It's either arugula, but you need to figure out what that is. Is it a leaf? Is it a... Sorry, I'm doing it.
That is cooked with. Guys, that salad is the richness of the pepperoni, the chicken pepperoni. It's called arugula. With the arugula, it gives it a peppery taste. You've got the cranberry sauce that goes with it. Wow, guys, it's like no other. Trust me, it's got a marriage of different flavors that is something else. You really need to taste it. It's got the pepperiness of the peppery leafiness of the green itself from the arugula. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it right, but if I'm not, please forgive me, guys. But the goodness of the pepperoni and the cream cheese that goes with it is amazing. Rebecca's diving into the dessert, and I'm just gonna go ahead with the grilled chicken.
Okay. Tiramisu. What do you think of when you say tiramisu? We think of, oh, We think of mocha, we think of coffee, we think of. Wait, hold up, guys. Something's funny. Now it's okay.
Alright, sorry guys, we have a bit of a leakage here. I think
It didn't happen so long, but then it decided to suddenly show up, suddenly there. And anyways, that's fine. So when you say leakage, you're gonna think something's wrong with the ceilings. I'm just guessing it's the rain last night that there has been a bit of it still left on the top, but that's okay. It stopped. There you go. So yes, the food, the tiramisu, you've got mocha, you've got flavors of chocolate. But what happens when you add black forest to it? You've got the cherry compote. You've got a lady's finger, which is not the okra, but is the cake, the lady's fingers cake that has a nice sugary crusty layer, and then it's so soft on the inside. Hey, don't sneak into my dessert. It tastes so different. It tastes so nice. It's refreshing. It is lovely. I think our entire brunch today has been. The food has been refreshing. The food has been an eye opener. It's been a palate pleaser. Sorry, and you've got to try that before you go ahead. All right.
Okay, so while I'm trying this, this is a Japanese. It's a Japanese version of a bread omelette with the goodness of peppers, chicken, cabbage, various types of cabbage, and the goodness of bread. It's got a lot of vegetables in this, guys. It's a very healthy brunch dish.
Brownies, white chocolate mousse, dark chocolate mousse, milk chocolate mousse, and a slight crunch. This is how you end a brunch. This is exactly how you end the brunch, guys. There are loads more desserts for us to try. We're not going to be doing that on camera. Because
I think the one thing I am going to try, however, is this. There's the Japanese omelette itself. The goodness of vegetables.
that's the Korean one.
Oh, that's the Japanese.
No, that's the Korean one.
Oh, sorry, the Korean. Sorry, guys. The Korean omelette with bread. It's got amazing flavors, natural flavors at its best. You've got peppers, you've got cabbage, you've got it's mostly peppers and cabbage, tossed off with the goodness of creamy protein, which is your egg, and then you have the goodness of starch and fiber, which is your bread as well. So it's different from your regular bread omelette. It's a little more creamy. It's got a bit of a hint of a sweet flavor that can come off from the peppers itself.
Yeah.
And the cabbage, which is all it's cooked in a way that it's not very raw, nor is it very moist. It's got that perfect crunch, that perfect bite to it, and overall a good breakfast dish.
Alright, we've got another 100 odd dishes to sample. Lots to taste at the brunch. Lots to drink at the brunch. A variety of drinks, each one curated to the palates of the customers, to the specializations of the mixologists, the food curated by well-known, renowned chefs, beautifully made. The finishing touches have been lovely, the plating has been great. You're going to see more of our plating I mean, not our plating. You're going to see more
More
our
of the
photos.
dishes that we've taken, a lot of photos, a lot of dishes, a lot more videos.
So you know what we've been indulging in over the weekend. Let us know what
You-
you.
Okay, guys, before we go off the air, I really think you should try the tofu. It's a tofu salad, guys, with sesame seeds and nori. Sesame oil. It's got a nutty, creamy,
It's very different.
but it's very good. It's got so many flavors.
Okay, so this tofu reminds me of a salted version of panna cotta. Panna cotta is so soft, the texture, it's jelly, it shakes. But this tofu is so light.
Yeah, it shakes.
It's, as he said, it has sesame oil, sesame seeds, nori. If you love nori, nori is nothing but seaweed. A lot of people look at us saying, what the blooming hell are you talking about when you say nori? People who don't know, nori is the Japanese word for seaweed. And flavors are fresh, flavors are from the sea.
It's got a fresh,
Aquatic
salty,
flavor.
nutty,
Saline
panna cotta like
texture.
texture, and
All in
of course,
all,
a very good.
Our brunch has been fulfilling, trust me, fulfilling. But we're looking forward to more alcohol, more food, definitely more dessert. We've got Indian desserts, we've got chocolate tarts, we've got cinnamon cakes, chocolates, donuts, muffins, drinks made of almost everything, be it champagne, gin, Bacardi,
I think MasterChef is gonna,
XYZ.
yeah, is gonna sue us for this. I think this is the second time we're saying this. But this is the original world.
What about MasterChef?
MasterChef, they did the
This
world on a
is,
plate.
I wouldn't say this
The
is
world on a platter.
True, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say this is world on a plate. This is Asia on plates.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of
Sorry, yeah,
the
Asian.
Asian influence. It's very Asia Pacific centric, Asia centric rather, the menu. It's curated with love, it's curated with perfection.
Like you
And
raise it kind of a
sort of. It's absolutely grand. You need to
guys,
try
but
it
flavors
out.
from all over. You guys need to try it out.
We know we've all been stuck not being able to go on vacation. We've definitely visited so many countries in this span of a couple of minutes. Our
In
palates
this-
are
in less
enriched.
than an hour.
Our palates are enriched, and they are also itching for us to taste more. We've got a limited time, so we're gonna say
Ta-da,
ciao
while we enjoy
while we
what we
wait.
have here. And we are just gonna binge, people. This is food at its best, and we are here to do what we love. Thank you guys for tuning in to Binge or Binge.
Thank you, Pooja. Thank you, Sheraton
Thank you,
and
Sheraton
Whitefield,
Brand, for this.
for having us over,
Yeah.
and we are going to be enjoying what we're eating. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Lots of love.
Ciao.